recording, okay?
Recording in progress.
Good morning and welcome, everybody. It's just morning. It's 1 minute to 12. Ha! Welcome to our Teachnology class, intermediate level on Thursday, the 5th of October, 2023. It's now 12 o'clock. So I should actually say good afternoon to everybody. All right. So we've been looking at Learn My Way. We were staring at this list of courses and we decided that we're going to go and learn something about email. Email, remember, stands for electronic mail. But let's allow Learn My Way to tell us all that. So you go click like that. And when you go click, it says using email. Please choose a topic below. The first topic is creating an email account, then sending an email, then receiving and replying to an email, then email safety and security, making a good password, and dealing with online scams. Okay, so as you can see, there are 6 different topics that are available.
In a minute.
Okay. So now let's choose the first one, creating an email account. So you click on it like that, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to look at everything that's on the screen. You're supposed to read it and then follow the instructions. So let's look at the screen. Oh, look, there's somebody holding a tablet PC in their hands, ready to use their thumbs for typing into it. Oh, look over here, creating an email account. Learn how to create an email account for yourself. Start learning. So we click on Start Learning. Let's have a look. Creating an email account. In this topic, you will learn how to set up an email account, create a secure password, and make sure you read the terms and conditions before you agree to anything. So then you're supposed to press this continue button. But before I press the continue button, I want to show you something else. Suppose you had problems with your eyesight. Suppose you found it difficult to read that because it's just too blurry or something like that because your eyesight is not good. Then Good Things Foundation have put this little symbol on Learn My Way. When you click that symbol, it'll read whatever is on the page for you. Okay, I like to read myself because it stops me falling asleep. But if you have difficulties reading it, then there is a way. Let me demonstrate. So I'll now click this and it'll read it for you. Here we go.
Creating an email account. In this topic you will learn how to set up an email account, create a secure password, make sure you read the terms and conditions before you agree to anything. Previous. Continue.
Okay, so that read everything that was on the screen for you. And it's really meant for people that are partially sighted and find it difficult to read. But in our case, I will just be reading it as I go along. Let's continue. Now, a little green bar has appeared, and that shows you how much of your lesson you have finished. So keep an eye on that green bar. Let me read it. Email stands for electronic mail. It allows you to send messages, documents, and photos to people for free using the internet. You can access your emails from any device. That means smartphone, tablet PCs, or laptops. You can access your emails from any device connected to the internet. You do have to make sure that it's connected to the internet using Wi-Fi. Let's continue. Did you see that little green bar move forward a bit? Okay, so that's good. Email providers. Before you can use email, you need to create an email account. To create an email account, you need to choose an email provider. There are lots of email providers you can use. 3 of the largest are Gmail, Yahoo, and Outlook. Now, before I click the continue button, I just want to explain something extra to you. Yahoo is the name of the email software as well as the name of the company. Google is the name of the company, but their software is called, their email software is called Gmail. Gmail. G stands for Google, Gmail. And Outlook is the name of the email software, but the company behind it is Microsoft. Okay, so these are the three. Let's continue. Did you see that green bar go forward? Okay. Creating an account. Go to an email provider's website to create an account for free. Select the next button to find out more. So I have to read here, search for email provider. Open a web browser. So that means like Google Chrome or Safari or something like the AVG or something like that. Open a web browser and search for email, followed by the service provider's name. For example, email Google, or you could have said email Outlook or email Yahoo. Now we have to press the next button here. Create new account. Select the search result for your chosen email provider to open that website. Check for a create new account or sign in option. Select that option to get started. See, they've got this sign in option if you already have if you've already got an account, or create new account. So that's what you would choose to start a new account. Next, complete sign up form. You need to fill out a form to register an email account. The form may ask for a few personal details, such as your name. You'll also need to choose an email address. See, there's the form, and you would then select this one. And if you've got a tablet PC or a smartphone, you just pop your finger or tap your finger on it. Suddenly a keyboard will come up, and then you can type your name, your first name, Bipin. Then you put your finger here, click, and it says surname, Dattani. And then it says username. So you can give yourself a different username like Enderley Pulse or something like that, which is the name of the newsletter that Enderley Road Patients Association creates. So you can have your own username and then an emailprovider.com. Now, username it should be your own name if possible, like Bipin Dattani. Okay, that's what you should do. And then at email. Okay, let's carry on and it'll teach us that. Then you have to select a password, and it's optional for you to give your telephone number. You don't have to. Okay, let's say continue. Okay, choosing an email address. Now, we all know, by the way, that our phone numbers are very unique. My phone number is my own. Kumud's phone number is her own. Roy has a different phone number. Merlin has a different phone number. David has a different phone number. Tasnim has a different phone number. So we all have our own unique phone numbers. So it's a bit like that. Let me read it. Choosing an email address. An email address is like a name that's unique to you. It's made up of 3 parts. This piece first, username. The first part is the username. This is something you can choose for yourself. You can use whatever you like, as long as it's not something that's already been used by someone else. You can call yourself Mickey Mouse. I'd rather you don't. I'd rather you use your proper name. For example, Bipin Dattani or Roy.Foster or something like that, okay? Use something that other people will relate to. If you call yourself Mickey Mouse, then they won't know that that's actually Bipin Dattani. All right, so use your own name. Next, the @ symbol. Notice this little thing here, okay? The next part is the @ symbol. This makes it clear that this is an email address rather than a website address or a name. A website address does not have an @ symbol. It's like www.google.co.uk or www.bbc.co.uk. It does not have an @ sign in it. Email addresses do have an @ sign. Okay, next. Choose an email address. An email address is like a name that's unique to you. It's made up of 3 parts. The third part is the email provider. Here, your email provider, the last part of an email address is the name of the email provider. Remember Yahoo, or Outlook, or Google, remember? So your email provider, the last part is either yahoo.com, outlook.com, or gmail.com. Okay, the last part of an email address is the name of the email provider, followed by something like .com, .co.uk, or .org. This part of your email address is like putting your street name and area on your postal address. It tells people which email provider they're sending the message to. Then we type continue. Here we go. Congratulations. Well done. You've come to the end of creating an email account. You've learned how to set up an email account, create a secure password, make sure you read the terms and conditions before you agree to anything. You can use this information to create a secure email account. Using email may help you to keep in touch with your family and friends online. Continue. Now it says over here, select continue to move to the next topic on this subject. Now, if you've had enough and you can't spare any more time for whatever reason, then instead of saying continue, you would select this cross here, and then you're out of here. We'll do continue for another 5 minutes, and then we'll select the cross, okay? So I'll say continue. Oh, and also, if you didn't understand it enough, you can click here and say start again. Maybe you were interrupted with a phone call halfway through and you didn't understand and you just want to do it again. Well, you can. Learn my way. Remember, it's how you want to do it. We'll say continue to see what happens, but only for a few minutes. Here we go. Right. Sending an email. See, it's gone on to the next topic. In this topic, you learn how to send an email, view email folders, attach files, and picture emails. Continue. Did you see the slider bar? Okay. Now I'll pretend I've only got another 2 or 3 minutes available because I've got to go and do something else. So I'll only take you a short distance, a little bit more, but then we will stop halfway through to demonstrate how you can do that. Sending an email. Let's learn how to write an email. Select the next button to find out more. Before you can write an email, you need to sign in to your email account. So you've already created an email account for yourself, and now you're going to sign in. So then you select sign in, not create new account, because you've already created the account. Next. Next, select the compose button. This button may be called new or look like a pen and paper. The button is usually found in the same place at the top left-hand corner of the screen. See over here, as they're showing it, compose, and that's got a little pen there. Next. When you click compose, a new box will open for you to write your message. See, here it is. Okay, so I say continue. Sending an email. When writing an email, the 3 most important boxes are to, subject, your message. Let's say continue. Let's look at each of those boxes in detail. To, This is where you write the email address of the person you're sending your message to over here. Okay, here we go. Subject. The subject box is where you'll need to type what the email is all about. Next. Your message. This is where you'll type your message. When writing your message, you should think about who you're sending it to. If you're emailing your friends, you'll be friendly and chatty. But when you're writing to your employer, you'll be more formal. Continue. Check your message. Check your message before you send it. Check that you've said what you wanted to say and spelled everything correctly. Finally, select the send button. So just to summarize, we said who it's to, what the subject was, a little bit of narrative, and then we press the send button. Okay, continue. And now here's an activity. We will do this activity and then we will stop after that, okay? Activity, have a go. Can you help write an email to Learn My Way? Select the Start Activity button below to begin. So you click here. If you click it, it won't work, except for this one, which will read the instructions. So you have to click here. No point in clicking here. No point in clicking anywhere else. Start activity. Now you read over here what it's saying. Type Learn My Way's email address, which is email@learnmyway.com, into the to box. Then select the subject box. Now you have to follow the instructions precisely. There are some people who don't know how to use the keyboard, so they will keep getting things wrong. And this software, Learn My Way software, is designed to check that you typed exactly what it asks you to type. Otherwise, it won't let you carry on. Okay. So let us type it, email@learnmyway.com. So it says box. So you have to bring your cursor here, or on a tablet PC or smartphone, tap your finger there. So you tap it here and look, suddenly a box has appeared. I have to type in the email address. It says email at, there you go, no spaces, Learn My Way, full stop, com. There you go. That's what it asked me to do here. It then says, then select the subject box. So I have to go over here and select the subject box. There you go. Now, if I'd made a mistake, it wouldn't select the subject box. It would have refused to carry on until I correct the mistake. Okay, so that's how they teach people to get it perfect. It then says, good. Next, type great course in the subject box. So you have to type exactly what it's telling you to do. Capital G, REAT, space, capital C, OURSE, exactly what it told you to do. If you don't do it exactly like that, it won't let you go on any further, okay? It then says, then select the large white box below the subject box. If I'd made a mistake, it won't let me select it. So let's see if I made a mistake. Okay, it says, finally, you'll need to type a message. Type, and then you have to type exactly what it tells you to do. I learned how to send an email. So you got to type that with the full stop. Notice there's a full stop here. Yeah, if you didn't type the full stop, it won't let you carry on. You have to type, I learned how to use an email, full stop, into the message box and press the send button. So I go in the message box and I say, I learned how to send an email, full stop. If I don't do the full stop, it won't work. Then it says, press the send button. So I press the send button like that. And it says, well done. You've sent your first email. You can now press close if you're finished, or you can press restart if you want to try again. So we've finished, so we'll say close. Here we go. Click. It says, activity complete. Can you help write an email to Learn My Way? Select the start, etc. I just say continue here like this. The sent folder. When you've sent your email, it'll move to the sent folder. In your sent folder, you'll have a copy of each email you have sent. You can get to this by clicking the word sent on the left-hand side of the screen. It says inbox, draft, and send. Continue. Attach a document. Now I'm going to stop this recording, because what it's doing is it's now going to the next part and the next part, the next part and the next part. So I've run out of time. Perhaps you might have to go pick up your grandchild from school or whatever the reason is. I've run out of time. So what I do is I press the cross button like this. And when I press the cross button, it says, are you sure you want to exit this learning now? You can come back to any topic at any time. So if you press the cross by mistake, you say, no thanks, I didn't mean to leave, but we did mean to leave. So say, yes, exit. And there you go. It's now sent us straight back to the home page. Okay. Now at this stage, you don't have to, it's good practice to do it. You should sign out. Before you go and pick up your grandchildren or whatever from school, you just say sign out, which means next time you have to sign back in. So you press sign out like that, and it has now completely signed you out. And look, it just says sign in. It doesn't say Bipin Dattani again. So that concludes my explanation of Learn My Way. I'd like to stop the share, and then I want to summarize what we've done. So we went into Google search. We typed at the top www.learnmyway.com. We then signed in using classroom.fantastic@gmail.com. The password was Fun and Learn 2023. And then from there, we explored all the different topics and we selected how to use email. We then went a certain distance through that topic, about 10 or 15 minutes worth, but then we'd run out of time. So then we press the X cross button and it says, are you sure? Yes, please exit. So now next time I can go back in and then I can sign in again and it'll say, I want to carry on from where I left off. So you click the second button, not explore your subjects, but carry on my learning, and then it'll let you carry on that course next time. I hope that made sense. I'm going to stop this recording, then I'll take a few questions. I'll be inviting you again, so don't be